I was invited to their MAT Zoll certification program and observing their lessons, video lessons. And this is one of the videos of this teacher teaching. And you could see that students are divided into two groups and they're actually having interactive games. They had to take turns, and once the teacher calls out, for example, hospital, the two teams compete against one another in grabbing the hospital block and then run back. So although this is a very fun and exciting game, and and um, I was thinking about simultaneous interaction. There's only two people competing, and whereas the rest of the team, the class watching. And so I was going over their videos and commenting and giving them feedback. And so I have all the videos and feedback based on my observation. And this is what I came up with based on these lessons um, that serves as a guideline, the checklist for effective EFL lesson design. Start with clear objectives. The lesson should follow a whole group and then individual flow. It should be differentiated by adjusting support, not the goal, because a lot of times we might think that we should make the lesson easier for lower level learners, but not really. We need to adjust the support, not the goal, and ensure interconnected sequence of lessons. Some teachers they start off with a very strong like endpoint, very big task in the very first lesson. So I think that if this unit is a four lesson unit, then it should be sequenced accordingly using a backward design. And another principle is utilize authentic tasks and from students' lives, connect the activities and topics to the topics that they're familiar with. And what I stress on is to maximize student talk time with interaction, because as you could see in this class, this is mainly a like listen and grab task, and there were very limited interaction between students, and the rest of the students were watching. So I would like the lessons to the teachers to design lessons that maximize their student talk time, and for every lesson, um, do plan a meaningful production stage at the end of the lesson, making sure that students have opportunities for output. So basically, this is the page where I have given feedback to every single lesson, every single video, a 40-minute lesson each, and I have used Notebook LM. How many people use Notebook LM and is familiar with Notebook LM? Please type in the chat, one in the chat, so let me know if you are currently utilizing Notebook LM. Okay. All right. So what I did was I used Notebook LM, and then I had all the feedback into Notebook LM, and what I did was I came up with using Notebook LM, created an infographics for this is the pillars of active communicative language teaching, a quick reference guide for shifting from passive instruction to active student-centered language production. So the lessons I observed were, a lot of them were game-based and competition, and not a lot of, and lecture type, and not a lot of simultaneous interaction or student talk time. So this was generated by Notebook LM, and it's basically a summary of all the feedback I have given to all those lessons. Now, utilizing this, I could see that where I wanted the teachers to focus on when it comes to lesson design. And remember that I have also used Dr. Deborah Short's SciOp model, and I've purchased their new book, okay? Because last year I was using her previous model, but this year I was using her most up-to-date model, the new book. And this is the framework, the new framework. And again, this infographics is created by Notebook LM. And I'll show you how this is created. And let me go to this first. So as you could see, these are the evaluation micro teaching and perhaps and a lesson plan. And what I did was you could check off select all sources, click the select all sources, and only click the ones that that is the feedback, and then click on infographics. For infographics, click on this pen, and you could select language, landscape, portrait, or square. I do landscape so that it's wider. The level of detail could be concise, standard, or detailed, but detailed is if it's detailed, it's a lot information on the infographic. So I usually select standards, and then you click generate. So that's how I generated the infographics actually, this is the notes. So actually, I summarized all I summarized all my feedback and then turned it into notes. Okay, so I saved it as notes, I saved it as notes, and this is one of the notes. And then I used this notes and export and then convert all notes or convert to source. Convert this like a summary of my feedback into source, and then I utilize this source to create infographics. Okay, so that's how I made that infographics that you just saw right here. Okay, so my point is, how do we create a gem, create gems for creating our lesson plan so that you could personalize your lesson plan. In order to create this gem, we need a prompt. And how do we come up with a prompt? Like I showed you, what I did was I have selected these resources and then turned it into a prompt. Okay, so based on, okay, let me see. I can share this with you so that you could have my notebook. Okay, right here, it's right here. Okay, based on these feedback, can you create a prompt for me to create personalized gem for English lessons that stressed on the various different aspects of lesson planning and delivery? So basically, the Notebook LM came up with a prompt for me. Okay, so what I did was, and it specified that you're an expert in English language teaching coach and evaluator, and your goal is to help teachers design, refine, evaluate lesson plans based on communicative language teaching principles, because that's what we use to teach junior high and elementary school students here in Taiwan. And if you don't use CLT, you could change that in the prompt. Okay. And then instructions, and you could see with the elements that I focus on, language proficiency and delivery. materials presentation and teaching skills, assessment, classroom management, etc. But this is without the PSYOP. So how do I incorporate PSYOP into the prompt? Now, you need to go back to the source. Okay. Go back to the source, click on Add Source, and then put what is let me see. Put down here. Here, let me show you. Put down sheltered instruction observation protocol, and then it'll come up with okay. Sheltered instruction observation protocol. And as you can see, if you click on that fast research, there's two options, and please select deep research, in-depth report and results. So Notebook LM is going to search for these online resources for you. And what it did was it showed several resources, and these are the resources, PSYOP resources that Notebook LM generated. So I selected these resources, especially PSYOP Model 6E, and I make sure I select these PSYOP models so that for the lessons, I also incorporate PSYOP model as a feedback for my lesson planning, okay? And then based on my original feedback input, after observing those lessons, it'll add on to the PSYOP and utilize PSYOP framework and come up with a prompt. So now this prompt, okay, let me go back to my slide here. Okay, so this is the prompt based on the PSYOP model framework. The foundation, it has to have a dual purpose objective, adaptive content, explicit background links, vocabulary emphasis. For instructional delivery, we need to ensure comprehensible input, adjusting speech rate, enunciate, and use techniques like gestures and modeling, scaffolding, higher order thinking, interaction discussion, strategic grouping, and wait time. For active engagement, involving 4 pillars of language: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. Hands-on application, ensure 90 to 100% student engagement. And this also aligns to what I emphasize on maximizing student talk in class. And for phase 4, measuring success, continuous assessment and feedback, and comprehensive review. Okay, so based on this framework, okay, I came up with the prompt utilizing my previous feedback, and also with the PSYOP framework. And then after we prepared the prompt, we need to go to Gemini. So you click on these 3 lines to open this panel, and click on gems, and you find Gem Manager. And then you see here, there's new gem. You click on new gem to create a new gem. Okay. Okay, let me see. Not using Notebook LM. Okay, so if you're not familiar with Notebook LM, then it's okay. I strongly suggest you look into this powerful AI tool. Yeah, Elena.
Jane, I have a question. I haven't used it. Does it have the functionality of organizing your work by project? So can you in the notebook create like if you're working on your gem designs or PSYOP framework materials, can you organize them by projects, or do they all
Yeah.
the work you just do has like an individual page for it?
So Notebook LM, it's organized by topics. So I have like, this is one notebook, this is another notebook. I have another notebook on teaching quality, etc. Another notebook
Okay.
for TEFL because I'm teaching this undergraduate course. So each notebook, um, the the thing I like about this is that you get to use deep research to search for resources and as you could see, there are, wow, top 37 resources and you could take a look at the resources that it gathered for you. And then you could click on, you could view it, view these resources and see if you like them, if they are valid, if they are up to date, okay, and select the ones that if you click on it, it would take you to the
Hmm.
website that it searched for you. Okay, so go through the resources and then click on import to the ones that you need. Okay, and I'm not going to do that because I've already done it. Okay, so I'll just click delete. Okay, so what is nice about this is it searches resources for you. Sometimes uh, if you focus on like empirical studies, you could also look for empirical studies using this search. And you could also add resources,
Hmm.
upload your files, and this is how I uploaded my files. Okay,
Hmm.
this way, or websites or YouTube links. You could insert YouTube links or audio files. So, and what's great about Notebook LM is that whatever is generated, it, only the source is the source that you have offered Notebook LM. For ChatGPT, perhaps it might generate something off of their database, the large language model. Um, but for this, it's your own set of data. Okay.
Okay, thank you.
So yeah. And so if you want, so it's you could chat and have conversations with your own data, and you could choose whether or not you're which data sources you would like this to analyze. Okay. All right. So, but the most powerful is this part, the studio part, and I'm going to show you. Okay. I'm running out of time. Okay. So this is the PSYOP. Okay, click on gems and then click on new gems, and then you insert uh, the name of the gem, description, and the prompt. Copy and paste the prompt here. So I have the prompt right here. Okay, right down here. Okay. So I'll copy this, copy and paste it here, and then click on it with the name PSYOP lesson planning. Okay. Click on save and then your gem is ready. So basically if you've prepared your prompt here, then you're all set for your personalized gem. So basically I utilize Notebook LM to personalize my gem. And that's my key point. So and sorry, I'm gonna click cancel. After you click on closing without saving, yes. After I click on gems, then here this is your gem, and then you could pin it. It's right here. I pin it right here. And these three are the lesson plans that I came up using this PSYOP informed lesson plan. So basically, wait, let me share my gem with you. Shared PSYOP lesson plan. Okay. I'm not sure if this is okay. Or I think you could go into Gemini and search for my gem because I've made it public available. So basically this is ready, and um what I did was I use perhaps you could put down, this is the internet safety lesson plan that I created using this. And this is what I did was a lesson plan on internet safety for sixth grade EFL learners. Okay. So it comes up with this plan utilizing the PSYOP checklist and presentation, practice, application, review, assessment, and extension reflection. Also, on the upper part, you could click on flashcards, okay? And then it'll generate flashcards for this lesson. Okay, and let me give it some time. While it's thinking, let me show you my slides first. Okay, so this is basically how you personalize your gem. And then this is, okay, if you watched Netflix on Alex Honnold climbing Taipei 101, I created a lesson on Alex Honnold skills Taipei 101, and this is the lesson plan. So it creates the lesson plan, the flashcards, a quiz for you. Also, you could also click on lesson infographics and it generates an I wouldn't call this infographics, it's a website for the lesson. And as you can see, when I generated high frequency vocabulary basket, all 8 vocabulary with images and task-based learning procedures, something. So, and also this is the flashcard that I wanted to show you. So basically you could click on track learning and click on the check to indicate that you know this vocabulary, and then it'll track your learning for you. This is the quiz that is also generated by Gemini. Okay, and you could also show hint if you don't understand it, and then it also provides you feedback. Okay, so these are the functions. Yeah, this is okay. Password, because my um my topic was internet safety, stranger, a person I do not know. And notice that all these sentences are pre-A1 level, so it's tailored to EFL learners, okay? And wow, there are 25 cards. So yeah, and if you want to go back and to different functions, you need to go back to the lesson plan and open it. And on the upper right corner, you could click on quiz. So it generates your quiz for you, but you could also click on this because in my prompt, it has a quiz already. But if you click on it, it creates an interactive quiz. For this, you could also print it out or save it as a Google document. So it's pretty easy. But what amazes me is the part where we could utilize Notebook LM to create slides. So I'm going to share my slides with you. This is a Nano Banana free infographics prompts, and if you click on this, it'll take you to this website. Okay. and click and take a look at these different uh, styles of infographics. For example, if you like this one, I think I like this one. So I clicked on this, and then what I did was I copy and paste this, or click on copy, and then go back to Notebook LM. Okay. And then no, go back to the lesson plan. You need to go back to the lesson plan. And because this is the trick that I've tested out. I was originally wanting to create presentation slides using the gem, but it what it gave me was a website format. So that's not what I like. So for this, what I did was I copy, export to doc. Okay, I click on export to doc, and then have the lesson plan ready, and then insert this lesson plan into Notebook LM. So you could see here, right here. Mm, Uh, do you see internet safety? Where did it go? Mm.
It was towards the top.
Oh, it's right here.
Oh,
Thank you. Internet safety. So you click on internet safety and then click on slide deck, and then click on this pen so that you could customize your style. And then I copied and pasted uh, the what I like here. Let me try a different style so you could see that I'm what I mean. Okay. Perhaps this style. Copy. Okay. Notebook LM. Okay. Okay. And then instead of default, I'll click on short because I've already had. And then it's gonna generate the slide deck for you. Generating slide deck. Okay, so let me show you what I first generated. This is the slides that I generated without the Nano Banana prompts. Okay, and as you could see, it's not very fancy, but it basically has everything that you need for a lesson plan for a lesson. Okay. And what I like about this is their recent function is to be able to edit the slides. Okay. And I didn't like this first page. So what I did was I asked it to add a boy and a girl for me. And so this is what the AI came up with. It's really good with a boy and a girl. Okay. Um, and then I utilized that prompt. So it came up with this kind of clay style lesson plan. And as you could see, let me go back. And you could use this. You could download it, share prompt, you download PDF or download PowerPoint. What I did was I download PowerPoint slide, and then I came back to Google Slides and import them onto Google Slide so that I don't have to carry around my PDF PPT. I like Google Slides. So as you could see, this is a lesson plan. It's a bit odd for the vocabulary to be presented in clay style, but the adventures and toolkit strategy. First, the secret box, 5 minutes. Teacher presents a locked box. This is my phone. It has photos. Can you see? Is it for everyone? No, it is private. So the goal is the concept of private. Digital village. All right. Ask students, do you play games? Do you talk to people? Explain that some people online are friends while others are strangers, etc. So there's this demonstration of scenario A with the password, scenario B with a stranger pretends to receive a message, look surprised and say, a stranger says, hello, I asked teacher and mom, and what should you say? Is it safe to talk to strangers? Is it safe? No, talking to stranger is bad. Okay, so the buddy trial. So always remember, in my prompt, I specifically asked to maximize student talk. So basically, for every lesson that has been generated, there would be a focus on pair work. So this is rally, coach, safe or bad, and one student show a card that the other students ask, is it safe? And then answering no, sharing password is bad, or yes, asking that is good. So basically, for elementary school lessons, EFL lessons, usually for each unit, we only have like two structures, two different sets of questioning and answering within a lesson. So that's how I prompted. So, but after this workshop, I think that you know how to personalize your prompt using Notebook LM. So basically, yeah, generate your prompt based on what you what you see fit as within the lesson. So the exit tickets is before leaving, students must look at one final image, a stranger asking a name. So that's an exit ticket, and students must independently tell the teacher, no, share name is that. Okay. All right, so this is extension and the field notes. And the notes are for teachers, demand the frame, keep the pace, digital timer, manage noise, because in one of the lessons that I observed, the class was the instructor was playing human bingo, so the class was super noisy and it was pretty chaotic, and so for classroom management. But it's natural, but um, like how do we need to teach our kids to use whisper voices in those activities, so that we're not, students weren't interrupting each other. Yeah. Okay. So basically, I have covered pretty much what I would like to share. So this is another PSYOP lesson, and I'm going to share my notebook to you. And this is, so I'm not giving you last name, I'm only giving you first name. This is Paul's lesson. It's for 6th grade. And after I've uploaded his lesson plan, and also because of GEM, I was able to utilize his lesson plan, and based on this lesson plan, and create a lesson plan that is PSYOP aligned. And then using Notebook LM, I came up with this infographics. As you can see, this PSYOP aligned lesson plan focuses on food and night market vocabulary, asking and answering specific sentence patterns, such as what would you like? And then what would you like to eat? Would you like to eat? Would you like some pizza piece? Yes, I'd like some pizza. And the materials used is word wall, worksheets and dialogue, and toy money. But in the second phase, the PSYOP featured checklist. So the lesson plan was checked against the PSYOP checklist. And so comprehensive scaffolding, integrated domains, not just reading and writing, but also speaking and listening as well. For grouping configuration, it's class time, small group, and student partners. So this is the lesson delivery flow. In the end, so they have structure. Remember, whole group, small group, and then into student partners. So this is basically structure practice, hands-on applications with the instructor and student, and then students to student with review and assessment. With differentiation, low support for lower students, they have the dialogue worksheet for the activity, and also there's an extension for advanced students. So this is a screen capture, but a cartoon style of what the classroom actually looked like. They came up with the students, the whole class participated and came up with this excellent creepy store menu. And they loved their own items on the list: snake snoops, shark noodles, spider burger. And they came up with some normal drinks, such as cola and fruit smoothie. And then when the final last student came up with carrot juice, everybody says, "Ew!" And Paul commented that, "Wow, so you guys aren't ewing snake soup, shark noodles, and spider burger, but you guys are like, ew, carrot juice." So, anyways, um, so after utilizing the gem, as you could see that the original lesson plan was more teacher fronted and inviting individual students to come on stage. But after utilizing the personalized gem, the lesson plan was that Gemini has offered involved student-student interaction, not so that everybody has simultaneous interaction and maximizing student talk. So I think with this personalized gem, the teachers, the new teachers who are here in Taiwan could easily utilize this to create their lessons. So it's informed by previous lesson feedback, but also PSYOP informed. Okay. All right. I think this is all. We still have around 15 minutes for Q&A to see if you have any questions.
Jane, could you maybe summarize just like the basic steps of your process, of your workflow?
Okay.
Just kind of, big picture, what happens first, second, third? We
Okay.
have a question in the chat.
Okay. So in order to come up with a personalized gem, we need to have prompts, right? And how do we create those prompts? So we utilize Notebook LM, and this is what I did. After watching all those lessons, I give each individual lessons feedback based on a rubric. And then I have imported all the evaluations into this Notebook LM. And then I asked Notebook LM to summarize it for me and then create a prompt. So that prompt is my own view on how a lesson should be delivered. Okay. So my point is use Notebook LM to create a prompt for you. You don't need to write your own prompt yourself. You could utilize your existing like feedback from other teachers or your supervisor or etc. or and create those prompts. So go to Notebook LM, okay, and then select sources, because you would need sheltered instruction observation protocol for your lessons or not. Utilize any framework that you need and do a deep search for the resources that you need to use. And then in the chat, you could basically say create a prompt for Gemini, okay? And then it'll create a prompt for you based on the resources that you add on to Notebook LM, okay? So, and then you go back to Gemini, go to Gems, and then click on, look for Gem Manager because there's a Gem Lab right now. It's a really new function, but we don't have time for that today. This is Gem Manager, and this is, click on New Gem, and then you copy and paste the prompt that you created from Notebook LM. And also for the knowledge part, you could also use it like ChatGPT. I have uploaded the lesson plan template, SciOp lesson plan template, and SciOp model as well, so that my gem knows that I'm using this template and also the model to check against the lesson planning. Okay, so basically that's it. And then all you need to do is to type in the topic, the level, grade level of your students, etc., some background information on your students, and then it'll generate the lesson plan for you. Or what you can do is you could upload your existing lesson plan and it'll give you, it'll align your lesson plan based on the prompt. Okay. So far, yeah. Oscar,
I have a question. Mhm.
yeah. Oscar,
Oscar, go ahead.
go ahead.
Yes, thank you. I was just trying to unmute my. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, my hand. So, okay, so thank you so much. I actually was the one who asked that question, I believe, on this sequence. So, let me ask you this specific question. So, I use ChatGPT or Copilot to prepare my lessons, right? And I already have like a history of my profile. So what I do is I just plug in what I want to cover with my student, the objectives, what I want to do, and it gives me a nice lesson plan, teacher guide, and the student guide with questions, and stuff. The reason why I am not reluctant, but I have a hard time using other tools is precisely because they are not reusable, meaning that you have to go back and do it again and or just ask specific things, but do not fall into big pie. I love what Notebook LM is doing with all those the presentations on Google Slides or the assessments, but are they reusable? Meaning that if I create a lesson plan today and I feed it, can I go back tomorrow and build upon that? Because I'm not sure if that's how it operates too.
Yeah, that's a good question. Let me go back to Gemini. Okay, so everything you come up with is here. This is the dialogue. This is the history of your the lesson plans that you have
Would you mind?
Jane.
Sorry, Jen. Would you mind sharing your screen?
Oh, am I? Oh, sorry.
Mhm.
Well, you are
Not sharing it?
sharing, but on the slide. We're still in the
Oh,
classroom looking at
Oh,
the
yes,
wonderful
right,
menu.
right.
wait, is it right now? Is this the right?
We
Still
see
the
the classroom.
classroom. Mm-hmm.
Wait. It's still the, let me see.
Sharing has been paused. You can't see it.
Yeah, can you? Okay, let me
Maybe reshare.
reshare. Okay. Okay, can you see Gemini?
Now,
Yes.
yes, thanks.
Yay. Okay. So, um, so you could see that this is my gem and it works pretty much the same as GPT. Okay. But the thing I like about for Gemini is that it creates like websites, like, and all these interactive uh you know materials for me. And you mentioned about, is it reusable? And you could see here, since I utilize this gem, it shows the recent lesson plans that I generated. If I click on it, it's right there. Okay. And plus, if you need to go back to the lesson, you could open this lesson. And then what I like about this is that you can edit. You can edit this. For example, I'm editing it to fifth grade, and perhaps 2 class periods, something like that. And then you could ask it to regenerate.
Oh,
Okay.
that's nice.
Basically,
Mhm,
yeah.
mhm.
And if you can't find it there, but you could go back to this panel, and then you could look for the lessons and pin it. Okay. See those 3 dots right there? Okay. You could click on it and you could pin. And then you could rename your chat and then pin. And then it'll your chat will be shown here, the chats on the top, the ones that you pin, so that you could reuse these lesson plans that you've created. Okay. Also, if you click on share, you could export your document and then import it into Notebook LM. So I utilize both Gemini and Notebook LM.
So this is direct. Sorry, this is directly aligned with the Google Docs, right? Everything that's generated will be
Yes,
in a Google Docs form. Okay.
yes. And what I also like about this is all these functions right here. Audio overview. If you click on audio overview, it's like it would create a podcast for you. Let me show you this. Okay. So this is okay. This is the audio overview in Notebook LM. It has a deep dive or brief or critique or debate. So for example, my undergraduate students, sophomores, they're taking my teaching English to second language methodology, and I would like them to debate whether or not grammar translation method is better than communicative language teaching. I would click on GTM and CLT, the 2 different lessons, and then click on debate. And then I would put here, please focus on comparing GTM to CLT, and share your views as to which one is better for learners at the 21st century. Okay, and then and then and then and then if you you generate, and then it'll generate a podcast for you, right? No, I didn't generate one, but let me see if the one that I clicked on finished generating. Oh, okay. So basically, it creates a podcast for you, and that's something that ChatGPT or Copilot does not have.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you for
Chien,
your question, Oscar.
Chien, I have a question. When you say that Notebook generates, I think you said website. What do you mean? You said that one of the difference between ChatGPT and Notebook is that Notebook generates. What's the difference? Could you highlight that again,
Oh,
please?
for Notebook LM,
I'm sorry. Actually, not Notebook, Gem. You said that the
Gemini.
Gem
Okay,
creates.
let me show you. Okay. Okay, let me show you. This is internet safety. And then if you click on slides, it's like this.
I
It's
see.
a website.
Mm,
It's a website. Okay. So this is the website for the lesson plan. And this is not what we want, right?
mm-hmm.
And so it's not a slides format. So I would just go back to the lesson plan and then export to document.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And then use this and then share it. Remember to share your rights to like anyone with the link can edit. Copy it, go back to Notebook LM, go to resources, and then this is the lesson plan. Okay. Where did it go? Okay, internet safety lesson plan. Okay, click on this and then create the slide deck. Remember, and choose your own style, the Nano Banana prompt, and then create the slide deck this way. This way you could generate something like this. Oh, this is,
Mm-hmm.
remember we use a different style? This is the different style.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So basically, there are different styles you could choose from. And yeah, if you don't like these, you could always download it and edit it yourself. But I think it's a really fast way of preparing a lesson and giving you some ideas um, to prepare for your lessons. Yep.
Thank you.
And
I think we have one more question in the chat. I'll just read it. If AI can create a perfect personalized lesson plan in 30 seconds, how should our assessment methods for students change?
assessments for students.
Mm-hmm.
You mean for teachers?
I guess so. How do we
So lesson delivery matters. So although we could use AI to come up with a PSYOP aligned lesson plan and create slides in a second. I think the way a teacher delivers the lesson is, and everybody has their own style, the way they interact with the students, their persona, their charisma on stage, right? So I think the teacher matters. And also, what Professor Deborah Short also emphasized and reminded us was that AI could come up with a lesson plan within a minute, but we really need to, as teachers, as a TESOL professional who teaches in the past 20 years, utilize you are more you're an expert at this, compared to you. You can judge whether or not this lesson plan is appropriate and customize it for your students, because every student is different, and based on your students' learning profile, perhaps this lesson plan or this activity is not suitable for your students or for students with special needs. Then you'll need to adjust it and modify the lesson plan. So always check the contents of the lesson plan created by AI yourself, and have your students in mind, because AI does not have enough information of what your students are like. So always check the lesson plans. I think what AI could offer us is that it would give us some more inspiration when it comes to teaching, and or if you don't have enough time, you could always you know go to your gem for some ideas and fast prep it. But I think but always be prepared to adopt those lessons.
Thank you.
Yay, thank you.
All right. Well, thank you again, all for joining us today. Thank you, Min, for posting a link. If you see in the chat, we have a link if you would like to get a certificate of attendance for this webinar. Please complete the survey, and we'll mail those to you. Also, if there are any of you who would like to be a presenter or do a webinar for us, please let us know. We would love to learn from you as well. And we will post the video on our YouTube channel probably on Monday. And if you have any colleagues who would like to watch it, please share the link. And again, if you have a topic, if you've been experimenting and would like to share with us, we would love to learn from you as well. All right, I think that's all. If there are any more comments,
Can
thank
we
you,
get
Jane,
a
so much.
Thank
Can we
you.
Thank you
get
so
a
much.
quick screenshot of everyone if you're willing to open up your camera?
All right. All
Hello,
right.
Cynthia. Great to see you. Hi, Larissa. Thanks. I'm not an expert in front of all these Call IS members. I'm just a person willing to share.
You're great, Jane. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you a
Thank
lot,
you.
Jen. A lot.
Thank you,
Thanks.
Jen.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you,
I'm gonna
Jane.
do a screenshot. 1, 2, 3, smile. Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Jane.
Oh, Riz, you wanted to? Okay. 1, 2, 3. Yay. Thank you. Sorry, I missed Riz. Okay. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Thank you,
All right.
Jane.
Thank you,
See
Thank
you
you,
Jane.
at
everybody.
Thanks.
Thanks,
See you in Salt
Bye.
Lake
Enjoy
City.
your weekend.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye. Good to see
Bye.
everyone. Bye, Riza. Bye, Min.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank you.
Elena.
Wait.
Bye-bye, Cam.